Welcome to another week in GT Online, once again bringing us some questionable money bonuses and some solid discounts. This weekly update runs from August 7th to 14th. If you enjoy this type of video, which comes out every week, feel free to leave a like, consider subscribing, and let's get right into it. Starting with the only property on discount this week, we've got the brand new hands-on car wash, which is 30% off. Normally priced at $1 million, is going for just $700k this week, a pretty good deal I have to admit. Especially considering that the only renovation available is just changing the interior tint, giving you 9 different options at $10,000 each. And it already comes with personal quarters, which is great. The car wash is an okay business, but in my opinion it's a bit too simple and lacking in content, although I enjoy it being fast-paced. You'll have 2 ways to make money, the active method, which includes 2 types of missions, and the semi-passive method, which is the safe. Starting with the active method, you'll find 3 types of jobs on your laptop. The main ones are the money laundering missions. These are quick to complete, usually around 5 minutes. Once you finish a mission, your heat bar goes up by 10%, and after about 10 minutes, the money will appear on a table inside your car wash. Each mission pays $35,000, and there are 4 different versions of them. One where you'll steal a rival's cash, another where you torch the rival operation, and 2 versions of recover the cash. One of them has you steal a car, that one's simple and fast, but the other makes you drive a stockade, and when you realize it's that one, I'd honestly recommend switching lobbies. It's extremely annoying and much longer than the others. Just keep in mind that your heat will rise even if you do that. Now, regarding the Mr. Favor work, I spent around 15 minutes doing the one you're watching right now. It was painfully boring for just 20k and it still raises your heat. The only cool thing about that mission was the new lockpick feature they added. It was fun discovering and using something new, but the mission itself, just skip it. Stick to the money laundering missions if you want to grind the car wash. Now, like I said before, you also can make semi-passive income through the safe. This safe generates money based on the businesses you own in the game. Each business contributes some daily income, and if you own all of them, you'll get a maximum of $30,000 per in-game day, which is honestly amazing. However, 2 of the required businesses here are a small and medium special cargo warehouse, which I don't recommend because you'd be sacrificing 2 large warehouses that could make you way more profit. Also, with this update, you can buy 2 new businesses, but let's be real, you'll barely use them directly. They're just there to boost the safe income. I wouldn't recommend buying them unless you're planning to play a lot and already have tons of money. In that case, go for it, I guess. The big issue with the safe though is that as you earn money from it, your heat will also increase. And for those who don't know how heat works, basically doing illegal stuff like the missions or earning from the safe increases your suspicion level, and you have to lower it by doing something legal. In this case, that means picking up a customer's car, washing it at your car wash, and delivering it back. The main purpose of these car wash jobs is just to lower your heat, not to make money, since they barely pay a little over $1,000. The car wash is a decent business to grind when it's on double money, but honestly without that boost it's kinda weak. The safe is solid, but only if you're dedicated enough to drop by every now and then to collect the money, since it only holds $100,000 max, and to lower your heat. Oh, and by the way, whenever you do one of those customer car wash jobs, even if your hit bar is full, it will drop all the way to 0. Overall, if you don't play the game that much like me, the car wash might not be worth it for you. It really depends on your commitment to keeping that heat low and how much time you spend playing. Moving on to vehicles now, starting with the Enos Paragon S, which is currently 40% off on Legendary Motorsport under the 2-door category, going for just $1.2 million this week. That's a great price for what you're getting, and it's absolutely worth it. First off, visually this car is just stunning. In my opinion, it's one of the best looking cars I own in the game, no doubt about that. Now performance wise, the Paragon S actually holds up really well. The acceleration is good, the top speed is solid, reaching around 128 miles per hour, which places it 19th among the fastest sports car in the game. It also handles and brakes nicely, making it a well-rounded vehicle. When it comes to customization, there's a decent amount to play around with. I wouldn't say there are a ton of amazing options, but there's definitely variety. You can also equip all IMANI tech upgrades except for the machine guns. As for armor, it's pretty solid. It can take up to 12 homing missiles or 4 RPGs before blowing up with the driver inside. The windows aren't bulletproof, but there's a trick. If you equip the lip spoiler, which is the smallest one, you're fully protected from the back. It's a weird hitbox glitch, Rockstar definitely messed up there, but hey, might as well take advantage of it. Next up, we've got the recently added Ducati Rapid GTX, currently 20% off, also available on Legendary Motorsport. It's not as crazy of a discount as the last one, but still a good deal. Starting with the customization, it's honestly pretty weak, there's nothing too special you can really do with it. However, it does come with a good selection of liveries, and this week a new livery was added to the car. The one equipped right now, the multi-stripes livery. Nothing amazing, but it's new and there you have it. This vehicle is also IMANI Tech upgradable, so you can equip it with the missile lock-on jammer through the agency vehicle workshop. Performance-wise, it has okay acceleration and a solid top speed for a non-HSW car, reaching up to 132 miles per hour, which is the exact same top speed as the Sentinel GTS, another vehicle released with this DLC. When it comes to handling, I absolutely love it. It feels really good, very controllable, smooth and comfortable to drive. It's not too stiff, but also not overly twitchy or responsive. The brakes are solid too, and in my opinion, this is the best driving car added in the Money Fronts DLC. Overall, it's nothing mind-blowing, but it's also not bad, and it looks really good. I think the only real downside is the price, which in my opinion is a bit too high. Even with the 20% off, it still feels very expensive. I'd say it should cost $2 million max without the discount, and even then, that might still be a bit too much for what you're actually getting. But if you like the car and were already planning on picking one up, now is probably the perfect time to do it. And finally, we've got the Classy Drift Tampa, which you can get completely free this week through the LS Car Meet prize ride. Normally, it's available on Southern San Andreas Super Autos for $995,000. I decided to include it in this list because unlike most weeks, you can unlock it with just one race. All you need to do is place top 5 in a race, and that's it. To do this in the most efficient way possible, open your phone, select Quick Join, go to Series Modes and pick Drag Race. These races are super quick and simple, and honestly it's literally impossible not to place top 5 because they don't even have 5 players. So I went in, completed the race and claimed the car through the LS Car Meet interaction menu. As expected, the car comes with drift tuning. If you want to remove it, you can do that in the LS Car Meet, but keep in mind that if you change your mind later and want to reapply the drift setup, it will cost you $200k, so make sure to test it first and really decide whether or not you want to keep the drift tuning. As for customization, there's honestly not much to work with, just basic performance upgrades, respray, wheels, windows, and of course liveries. One thing to keep in mind is that removing the drift tuning will make you lose almost all the liveries, leaving you with only 2. Performance-wise, with the drift tuning, it's relatively controllable, but the issue is that the car is pretty long, so it's not ideal for drifting. If you remove the tuning, it becomes more of a standard car with okay acceleration and a top speed of 115 miles per hour. Nothing special, but for the effort it takes, it's still a nice addition to your garage. Now let's move on to the weekly recap, and this week is still not good. I don't know what Rockstar has in their heads, probably money, but even then, I'm starting to get tired of it. Starting with the money bonuses, we've got 2 times money NRP on the Madrazo dispatch missions, auto shop client jobs and featured series, and we also got triple money NRP on Madrazo contact missions and the community series races, which I believe were updated this week as well. On the dash rack, we've got the Dinka Jester race car, the Albany Roosevelt, and the Ignis Cognoscenti. Just keep in mind that if you buy the Jester race car, you can't remove the livery. The podium vehicle at the Diamond Casino this week is the Karen Boer. At the gun vent this week, we've got the military rifle 30% off, the heavy rifle, the stun gun 30% off for GTA Plus members, the double barrel shotgun, the vintage pistol and the pipe wrench, and for throwables we've got pipe bombs, proximity mines, and molotovs. This week's regular time trial is LSIA, and the HSW time trial is Del Perro Beach. The FIB priority file this week is the Project Breakaway file, paying $300,000. At the salvage yard this week, we've got the Willard Eudora by completing the podium robbery, the Buffalo STX by completing the McTony robbery, and the Lampadati Sincamilla by completing the Duggan robbery, and once again, none of them are claimable. At Simeon's dealership, we've got the Lampadati Micheli GT, the Vapid Peyote Gasser, the Volker Fagaloa, the Karin 190Z, and the Dinka Enduro. And finally, over at Luxury Autos, we have the Dobachi Rapid GZX and the Benefactor Vorschlag Hammer. And that's it for this week. Once again, Rockstar keeps making clowns out of us, but hey, there's nothing we can do except wait and hope for better. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.